everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Jets going up against the Bills. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. First and 10, it's Taylor. He hits Greg, complete. And he's brought down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Okay, let's look at the starting lineups for the Buffalo Bills. And one guy to talk about carrying the ball, Glenn Gronkowski.
Carrying it and blocking. I think that's the principal reason he was drafted. Actually has good hands out of the backfield to catch it as well. But blocking's going to be his forte. Not quite like his brother, but definitely has skills that the Bills will utilize.
On second down, here's Taylor. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go! 38!
On second down, Taylor. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Now the offense lining up first and 10.
Here we go! Ohio! 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 Come on, let's go! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. On the defensive side, the starters for the New York Jets, Charles.
Let's start with their rookie linebacker, Darren Lee. Played cornerback, if you can believe that, in high school for a while, and uses that same speed at the linebacker position. Hard to block because he's hard to find.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Hey, you got 3.
They go play action now. Taylor. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, fighting through. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. And his throw here is incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They just do get the play off. Now Hackenberg. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ohio.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on second down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Let's go!
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Second down, Hackenberg. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. That one goes for 24 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded about a yard deep. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Second down now after the incompletion. One receiver right is Watkins. Now Taylor down around his goal line. Left side here, caught by Clay. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, You light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Daniel Lasco, 78 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Hackenberg. He completes it to Peak. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Hackenberg now to throw on first. And his throw is incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down following the incompletion. They go play action. Hackenberg. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third down, Hackenberg. And now another one thrown incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did notice, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Let's go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Brief break in the action here. Back to Buffalo after this. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And now out come the Bills. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Taylor looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Taylor, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Set, clean,
Now Mostert. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all. Or
that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again. Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll throw again. Hackenberg finding time. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Hey. Now let's go.
Third and goal. Hackenberg. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So some disappointment there as a field goal. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Hackenberg. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. Third and long for Hackenberg. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On second down, Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On second down, here's Taylor. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Defense showing blitz. Play clock winding down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Daniel Lasco with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Taylor going to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play act, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Let's go! Leopard! Leopard!
Hackenberg on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Seven yards remaining here on third down.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end play. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
One receiver right is Watkins. Taylor, they got a man over the middle. It's Woods. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Bills a first down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here we go. Come on, let's go.
Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So the D-line's going to spread out. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. Now 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans are the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Over. Detroit. All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hackenberg now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here's Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. The big fella. 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go play action. Hackenberg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corey Graham. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Another pistol look here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. off as they run the counter play. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The safety, Calvin Pryor, is there on the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Oh, Taylor going to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And here come the Bills. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
190.